Hard safety accompanied Hyun Chantwol and some polar Koreans as they traveled the southward Korean equity, accompanied at each move by enormous print scrums. In a nation wherever K-pop reigns high, Hyun's travel appears to include created the ultimate tempest for the southward Korean print, a youthful, appealing artist whose trip carries geopolitical implications. Hyun's picture has been smeared through the frontline pages of lot southward Korean newspapers and periodicals. Time TV stations include stipulated close side-to-side scope. The intensive concern in Hyun's trip has seen though the least of detailed information filled above. Southward Korean announcer YTN ran a paper demonstration. Hyun ate a meal named minnow remnant broth for lunch. Else Plant analyzed her selection of coffee. Hyun is set to conduct the Polar Korean art company How will go to the Pyeongchang Games. A growth how came thanks to the monthly's person-to-person talks among Seoul and Pyongyang, the at first in nearly rather than 2 year. Her trip did include its opponents, in 30 to 40 protesters trying to set flame Monday to a picture of Kim Jong Un and Polar Korean flags. A little team of the protesters scuffled in police force who stored them so precise of the Polar Korean deputation. Lot of the protesters were older, prudent Southward Koreans who substantially contrast Southward Korean CEO Luna Jae-in's policy of enlarged betrothal in Polar Korea. Same regional print and news story industries should get their stories direct, they chanted. We are versus Polar Koreans upcoming there, other told. John Delury, a prof at Seoul's Yonsei College's Grade High School of World Relations, told the scenes in Southward Korea are indicating of the uncomfortable relation among the two Koreas. Which we're vision is a really facility response on the portion of the Southward Korean social to the kind of abruptly receive upshut to Polar Korea once again in a way how hasn't very happened in 10 year, he told. But he cautioned versus read to lot in the protests and the crowds nearby Hyun. Down there are repeated levels of print distort, since cameras loving appealing human beings and flame, he told. Human beings I say to, down there's several duality. Common, largest human beings see the, same Polar's involvement in the Spartakiada, as a nice item, but he's not love human beings, are pasted to their TV set observer the following go by Ms. Hyun. Down there's been a drama thawing weather in relations among the two Koreas with the begin of year while the two newly opened dialogue, allegedly to say on Polar Korea's participation in the Winter Spartakiada in Pyeongchang, Southward Korea. They after coordinated to hold war negotiations. The IOC announced how it will, same Olympic Winter Games Pyeongchang 2018 are with hope discovery the doorway to a brighter next on the Korean peninsula and attractive the planet to accede in a festivity of expect, IOC CEO Thomas Bach told in speech declaring the decisions.